Dun 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 dun. Hey everybody, welcome to TPIM SR Live. I'm your host, True Power is mine, baby. Yes, we're back in effect. Studio's up and running. Brother hooked me up with a brand new computer. Not brand new, but new to me. But the more important thing, it's not Windows XP. Today, we're going to talk about justice or just us. And by the way, y'all, I miss Mark from Anaheim. All right. Those who heard last night's show, you guys know I'm in a shitstorm right now. So I really don't have time. I quite literally just got home, put up this computer just so I can do this damn live show tonight. Sorry about that, y'all. But, you know, truly, if you want to see Mark from Anaheim content, all you got to do is Google the Carl Nelson show. And it will pop up all over the place. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. Tonight, we're going to talk about some things that we have talked about on the show. Oh, I was watching. What the hell? Why is that like that? Hold on, y'all. Oh, I got to physically move the screen to make it normal looking. Okay. This guy, I just happened to find this video. This guy's a clown. He's over here in Africa. I want to show you. This is the type of bullshit propaganda. This guy has a food show. We're just going to segue super fast. Hopefully the audio's good. I don't even know if you guys can hear me or not, but we're going to segue just a second. I want to show you guys the propaganda. All right. This is
Lagos, Africa's most populated city, is also home to the world's largest floating village. Look at that. The smoke is just billowing out of here. What?
Okay. You hear what he said? The world's largest floating village. But in the video itself, they call it the world's biggest slum. You can't really see it. I guess it's not going to show up, kind of, but right there eating in Africa's biggest floating slum. So that's what that shit's all about. Hold on, let's jump over here. This is a new computer, so it's hard for me to kind of navigate. Man, that stuff is really blurry. There we go. There you go. Now, the live studio audience is in the house right now. I hear them in the background. But that's all beautiful. All right, let me I'm trying to get this to where you all can see before we get into pulling up a video and analyzing the madness that is this world. All right. If I only had a cameraman or woman, person, whatever. We got to hold on. This is not I don't understand what the hell. I can't make this thing bigger. Because this screen is just tiny. Hopefully that made it somewhat better. We're waiting for this thing. Oh, there we go. Now we can see. Perfect. Smoke less, peace and power. Welcome to the show. Now, peak virus now. USC's record cases, okay? For all you guys overseas, the country I am in right now is like basically the epicenter of all this nonsense. And I done told you guys it was going to get this way. Well, Jordan Maxwell told me, and then I turned around and told you guys. But it only makes sense. All right. Florida shatters daily count with more than 10,000. Texas, now all my brothers and sisters in Texas, you got to mask up. It's mandatory. Big Daddy told you. Hold on. Uh-oh, looks like we got some ad pop up right here. We got an ad. Or maybe we don't. I don't know. New mutation makes speed spread. And that's for those who have already had it. You're going to get it again. Herman Cain, Lieutenant Tessarali, hospitalized. Oh, my God. Oh, Herman Cain. Page unresponsive. We'll just wait. Herman Cain. For those who don't know Herman Cain, he's a like a conservative black politician, businessman. You know, he don't give a fuck. He's a businessman. Whether you're black, white, don't matter. They don't give a fuck about people. So, really, you know, I'm a little less than empathetic, I guess. I don't know. Man dies days after saying he got the virus because of stupidity. Alabama student throws parties to get infected. Young spreads COVID quickly. West Hollywood to fine people without masks up to $5,000. And you guys want to talk about economic disparity. You want to talk about economic viability. Once again, economic plays a role in your survival. Without liberation, without reparations, we're doomed. Let's continue. Arizona deadliest day chips away. Pimps talking points. Lockdown loneliness. 1 in 4 feel like they have no friends. And I'm telling you right there, that's a motherfucker. Don't be lonely, y'all. There are like-minded folks out here. There's people who care for you out here, who care about you. Loneliness could be a killer, so keep that in mind. Community passport create. Hold on. Can immunity passport create antibody elites? No. Infrared images could be a part of daily life. I've read fell. Key vaccine trial fell. This one right here. Thank you to my brothers and sisters in Kemet for getting the damn word out. Africa is revolting against the vax test. No more are we going to be the damn guinea pigs. All right? This is Epstein's whore or chick, friend, whatever. Epstein Madame arrested and busted. That was that Maxwell's daughter, Gentech or whatever her name is, Genetic, the one that we talked about on this show, this raggedy chick. That's the face of pedophilia. That's the face of sex trafficking. I want you to look at this face. This is it. Also, if you can, please help fund the program, the broadcast at Cash App using $TPIM SRLIVE. TPIM SR Live, all one word, all capital letters, and a $sign in front of it, Cash App. I want to thank all the people who have donated to the show. Okay. Let me see. Right here. Dollar dominance. This is a very important story because a lot of people ain't going to understand what it's really about. Dollar dominance forecast to slowly melt away over coming years. That's why the digital currency is so important, because of the fact it is going to place the petrodollar. And I'm going to do this just for those who are new to the show. Maybe you're a first-time listener, first-time viewer. What is the petrodollar? No, I love this. I'm able to talk again. I can't believe I actually did a show last night in Windows XP.
According to Wikipedia, petrodollar recycling is the international spending or investment of a country's revenues from petroleum exports.
Now, the petrodollar, see, a lot of people just think, oh, that's just crude oil. No, it's petro exports, all of them. We're talking about plastic. We're talking about the whole gambit, man. Listen, y'all. The world is headed for a one world government. Actually, it's already here. We already are on basically a one world economic situation or economic footing with Ripple. All right, the mechanics that processes a lot of electronic transactions, and it's global. Brothers and sisters, you can sit here with your head in the freaking sand all day long, but it's not going to stop the future from coming. You can sit and reminisce. Oh, I love the old days. Hey, you remember the old days? All that shit's played out. You have better get with what's coming down, and what's coming down is economic tyranny. Now, for us melanated folks, that's nothing new. But some of my non-melanated brothers and sisters, it's going to take a little getting used to. Hold on. That is so weird. I see a light on my screen. Anyhow, let's go. Let's go here. For those who are interested, I am going to show you right here on the screen. I love it. Hopefully we're not lagging. It doesn't appear to be lagging. All right, I want to show you guys. This is how you get to the Carl Nelson Show. You go to Google. You simply type in the Carl Nelson Show, and it pops up right here. Click it. Click it. And another thing, I just don't want the legal liability of running a full Carl show. You know, they can copyright claim me or whatever. But I'm going to teach you guys how to do this for yourself, because I know that Mark's information is very, a lot of people find it very useful and interesting. All right. So you go here, you click on old Carl's face, pops up, and then there you are. Then you just install the bullshit and you can listen. All right. So check it out. Continue to support Carl Nelson's show, because Carl does a lot of great work. He does a lot of great work besides Mark from Anaheim. He interviews a lot of great people, a lot of great points of views. So truly, Mr. Nelson shows more than one dimensional. But Brother Mark, I would honestly say, is more than likely the biggest guest he has on that show, because Brother Mark actually has a lot of knowledge. All right. BlackRock. I'm gonna take you to some places tonight that you probably never would normally have gone. Only consistence is change. Isn't that true? These are the people who, hold on. BlackRock to take over Federal Reserve. New York Times. Fed releases details on BlackRock's deal for virus response. Massive bailout will leave stock market gains. The dawn of BlackRock era. American Prospect. Larry Fink is helping the Fed with bonds. All these stories are good. I ain't going to go into them all right now. Why is my chair doing this? I'm not going to go into them all right now. Actually, let me give a call to Dr. Short, because I was talking to him the other day and he has some great information. It's a little late. I know it's a little late, but I just got this motherfucker up and running. Oh, also, We All Be Free. Brother Ron Herb will be on my show. Hey, doctor, are you're there? Hey. Huh? I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing a live show. I just got a new computer. We're back doing it. Like yesterday, I had to use a Windows XP 2002 computer. It was interesting, but we got a better computer. This is like the first new show using it live right now. Just want to know if you had a couple of moments. Terribly sorry. I know it's terribly late where you're at. Like, awesome.
Just finished Bible study.
Okay, hold on. I want to see. Hopefully, they can hear you. Because
did you just see the Negro getting hard? I hope
What? No. What was it?
Negro Gate.
Negro Gate.
Yes, I'm starting a whole series of attacking coon pastors, coon everything.
Everything coon is under attack.
Everything coon is just under attack. Okay, that's just how it is.
Well, before we begin, everybody, though, I know it's the holidays coming up, but please help fund Dr. Short's program. Not his program, but what he's doing. Go to Cash App if you can. It's $ capital D, lowercase r, capital R, lowercase ANDY, capital S, lowercase HORT. That's $ Dr. Randy Short. One who's working for our liberations, going into the archives, finding our history, giving us knowledge that we can use that's tangible so we can chart a course for a better and brighter future, Yao. And if you're not going to pay your liberation, it's not going to happen. Go ahead, Doctor.
And I just want to say, man, if I want folks to start looking at Pace News online. I have just started the very first in the series called Negro Gate, and we will be talking about corrupt, sellout, no good Black leadership. I just started. I'm sending you the link now. You can share it. Now, I just sent it to you by email. Negro Gate. And I also want everybody to go to either Vimeo online, on demand, or Amazon Prime, and look for a film called Black, White, and Blue. I hope you've been promoting that, brother. You got to get people to check out that video, because we were trying to warn people about those scammers in Black Lives Matter. They're getting people jacked up.
Yes.
And I just saw something. I just got to communicate. It's the Valerie that worked with Judge Joe Brown. And guess what she said?
What?
Herman Cain is sick from COVID-19.
Yes, he is. We just talked about it just now on the show. He went to the rally and he fucked around and got sick.
Well, see.
Well, actually, he had to be sick before that.
Say to people, folks need to wake up. I understand people support Trump, but Herman Cain don't need to be out at no rally.
Nope.
And black folk that went to the Trump rally, I have no criticism. I'm going to start there, other than to say, if the black folk really wanted to help black people take the Trump candidacy more seriously, they need to be in black neighborhoods, talking to black folks and articulating a program to get people to take a good look at the president, right?
Right.
Versus being praise singers running after the initiatives that the president's campaign has.
Right.
That don't be camp followers, be trendsetters. Okay? So, mind you, I didn't say you can't go. I didn't say you're bad for going. I didn't say it's wrong to support Trump. I didn't make it. I only said that if you really want to help Trump, take the message to black people by going into black communities and get an agenda that black people can relate to, because whatever is coming from the Trump administration, black people as big monsters.
Oh, that your phone's breaking up, Doctor.
Whatever good the Trump administration has done to black people, being lost in translation.
Mm. Mm.
And if these black Republicans fight, they're going to be effective. They should be able to not only let people know why they support the president, but why other black people should.
Right.
And not only should it be based on whatever Trump thinks of doing, they should be able to say, we want the president with this issue, and this is what he did for us. So we know we can approach him and cut a deal.
Mm. Well, now, speaking of deal cutting, you know that Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, pubic hair on my coke, is retiring.
Clarence Thomas is retiring?
Yes. It came out in the news like a day ago.
Okay.
So now Trump is set to actually nominate 3 Supreme Court justices. Remember, Scalia died. The other guy retired. Do you think we're going to get another black justice, or do you think it's going to be a man or a woman, a black man or a woman, if we get one?
That's kind of hard. I'll share with you why. People want, I'm talking about the people around the president, want a pro-life white woman in the Supreme Court.
Mm.
And to counter Ginsburg, who, if I had a voodoo doll, it would be in her image, and not the voodoo doll. Okay, that was mean, but it felt good. We don't have anybody that I can think of
That's way to go into the position.
that's going to be a black conservative type person that they get picked. That I can think of. They think this, I just don't know. So I don't know. If they put a black woman on the court, that would be cool. But if they did, there was one that they were trying to put in when Bush was in. I forget her name, but she was really super anti-black person. So basically, the Clarence Thomas words with the PNS.
Wow.
Okay, so
What is
would you want Clarence Thomas PNS on the Supreme Court?
All right, you know what? Enough of this. Give me 1 second, doctor. I have to go and get my cell phone. I'm going to come back and I'm going to call you right back on the cell phone because the audio on here is just crazy. Just give me 1 second. All righty. Hopefully, I'm sorry, Yao, but we're gonna do this show. We're gonna do it to the best of our ability.
Ready to pair.
And make sure we have what we need, and then
Paired.
the regular line will just be the call-in. We'll have a call-in line tonight. We'll have a call-in line tonight if people want to call in and ask some questions or whatever. But I'm gonna call you on.
No questions. I just can't.
All right. Well, we won't do it. Well, plus the line that they would be calling in is the line that you're on anyhow, so it'll probably be all gargly.
Nah.
All right, hold on.
No, as a said, that was there was a woman that they were trying to put on one of the circuit court things with a black woman that hated black people.
I'm calling you right now on the better number. All right, you there, doctor?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh man, this is still low too. Hold on. Hopefully people can hear, but it's not as gargly. And there we go. All right. Can you hear me, doctor?
Yeah, I can.
All right. This is extremely low. Hopefully they can hear you. I got it up full blast. I got this up full blast too. Well, we'll just make a go at it. If not, then I'll go back to the other one if it's too low. All right. So you were saying, doctor?
I was saying that there was a woman that they wanted on the federal bench many years ago when Bush was president. And I can't remember her name, but she was a really anti-Black judge. A lot of the times, the favorite people that these conservative people pick are necessarily folks who seem to hate Black people's guts. Okay, they don't pick people who are able to. I guess you can't please two masters.
Right. It's impossible.
It's like you have to hate Black people in order to please the white conservatives. And I blame two groups of people. I blame the Black conservatives for not having any balls or any booze. And I blame the racists within the Republican Party who claim that they want some change. But I don't know who they'll replace them with, because a lot of the Black judges tend to be, if they're in the justice system, they don't have real issues because of being made unfairness in this. What is that noise?
Oh, that's the children in the background. Yeah, I got all four of them tonight. I think we got to go back to the other phone line because this is low for me to even hear. I don't know if they can hear you in the chat room or not. I probably should have worked out the kinks a little bit better, but I was in a rush to do this tonight. So let's go back to the other line. It might be a little choppy, but at least you're louder and we can actually hear.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, doctor, for bearing with me. I have a question from the chat room.
Right.
Ask doctor if he watched Angela Stanton King on the Breakfast Club. If so, his opinion.
I see it.
I haven't seen it.
I think she did a very good job. And the people in the Breakfast Club, they're all assholes. Coon, buffoon, backstabbing hypocrites. Because if they had done the same sort of critical questioning of Kamala Harris, or Joe Biden, or Bernie Sanders, or Hillary Clinton, they did hard on all of that. And none of them followed the reason. A person running for first time was attacked, blamed for everything, given a harder time than any. Even Joe Biden has a history of dogging Black people. Got a big pass in Angela Stanton King, who was a victim of mass incarceration, who's been a sentenced, has been on ball here. They were harder on this sister than, and they never brought up any issues about what she wanted to do or what she could offer vis-a-vis John Lewis, who does nothing for his district. They were more interested in, she doesn't support sodomite rights thing for Black people, but she doesn't like baby killing. And it seems to be the only thing the Breakfast Club cares about is killing Black babies and pretending that men who get their penises cut off are women, and women who get an artificial penis are men.
Right.
In fact, people, I don't watch Breakfast Club often. Black folks who support the Breakfast Club are chumps. They should be boycotted and force those fools on. If the only thing they stand for is anal sex, ribbing of babies, they don't need to have a regular mainstream show. And what they did to that lady was completely disrespectful to her family, to all of that. And they showed that they're really coons because they never question anybody, white or mainstream, Democrat, like question her. They're so biased, they shouldn't even be in. And I think that the girl, she must have killed a few babies to make people fight.
Oh no, hopefully they didn't cut the phone. You still there, doctor? Okay. I know this is kind of hard show, yeah. The audio is in, it is what it is. You know, I'm going to work on the technical side of this tomorrow and try to boost more RAM on this computer or whatnot. But when we look at the present political situation, is there any black congressman or woman that could actually champion the move for reparations and tangibles and economic viability for black folks? And if so, who is it?
Sure. The question is, would they be willing to do it?
Well, we're going to make them do it. We're going to bring forth the 40 points or the 40 points, and we're going to drive this home, doctor.
But you know what? The gays don't make them do it. They willfully sign on for the gay people, whatever it is that they want. They send them a letter to their office, and they all sign up.
That's so true. That's so true. They do.
But the illegals and everything else. So I'm really thinking until black people do see what the deal. I know my black folks come and bum rush that really make people want to get out of public life and do other things. If we could get people across the country to come together and promise that any black elected Congress or anywhere that doesn't support reparations, we're going to publish their private lives, and we're going to show who they screwed, but if they stole money, we'll ruin them. You don't have a choice anymore. Stop being our leaders if you won't stand. We're going to get you.
And expose
a lot of people would get out of public life if they would just defeat because they didn't have to deliver something. We should stop being friends to them. We should be enemies. People need to turn on these people. They will only understand when the people turn against them.
Right.
Stop respecting them. We give life to people by respecting them and honoring them.
And more importantly, by voting them in over and over and over again. We got to start realizing our votes are valuable and to stop giving it to anybody.
Not just voting. If black folks were to show up and sit in or crash every meeting that any black person had, for people yelling and screaming and cursing them and calling their names and all, and calling their phone to the letters, a lot of these people would not want to be in public life. We've made it comfortable for them to discuss, to same way we made it comfortable for a cop to be a black boy or girl. And their name and picture should be put. Every black person should know the cops who shot Breonna Taylor. They shouldn't get to go anywhere and walk through and not wonder what someone black is thinking about doing something or whatever. No. The day that we attack and wage war on traitors and underperformers, you can't sing a dance. You don't get it from the Apollo, right? The Apollo contest. It's interesting. For the things that really matter for black people, there's no consequence, there's no accountability if you get it wrong.
Right.
So if I can't play basketball, people don't want me on their team. But if I'm a cool sellout, fake ass, traitor, black politician, I get a long career without any criticism.
Because
Are you understanding?
Because you're helping the system maintain power. You're gonna get a nice little pat on the head.
Yeah. Right. So these people.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing. Today is July the 3rd. No, this is stuff. That's annoying.
I know it. This is a new computer. I'm trying to get used to it. It's slow as hell. I'm gonna have to go into it tomorrow, adjust the settings, tweak it out, and make it a little bit faster.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna say this to you. This is July the 3rd, right?
Right.
And 1976, July 4th, a group of white men declared independence from another group of white men. But prior to the Declaration of Independence, you had groups like the Sons of Liberty who tyrannized and terrorized the people who wanted to remain loyal to King George III of England, right? They did. You can go and look at any day and find pictures where folks were tarred and feathered. They were run out of town, harassed, repudiated, ostracized by their neighbors for not supporting American cause. In our people's history, there's never been a movement where we punished people who wanted to ride the fence when our people were fighting for survival. And we are not. In fact, black people are less than slaves, less than subhumans, until we decided to wage war on the people who would accommodate our oppression.
Right.
The day that we say you have to choose between you're either with us or against us, as George says, you're either for black reparations, sovereignty, or you're some kind of traitor that I'm within my right for how I disrespect you. And we threw the gauntlet down tomorrow. So if you had a church and you were a coon politician, and see, if I were pastor of a church and you were a coon, I wouldn't circle to your ass. I'd get up and walk out the pulpit. Let everybody know I don't know this person. This person is the enemy. That's how dare you come to the group. You hate our guts. You won't stand up for us. You're a traitor. You're scum. That's what I would do after. Yes, I'm very cool. I'm political enough to tell you, ass, get the hell out of the door. You just came through. I don't like you. Your wife is ugly. Your politics are uglier. We don't need you. You're a traitor. You're an enemy. God's going to judge you. You can't deal it burning hell fast enough for me. That's the kind of stuff that they were doing before you had the American Revolution. If you were a royalist, you couldn't go to a patriot church. They would turn you out. If you were an official and you didn't support the people, folks wouldn't sit next to you. Folks would cancel engagement. I can't give my vagina to a person that won't fight for their country. And I could just feed him for it, but I won't be able to do it. You won't stand up. How are you going to stand up for my vagina, but you won't stand up for King George, right?
Right.
Black folks don't do that. We have not made a moral decision that we've reached the point of no return. I'm going to go back to how it's been the last 401 years. We're tired of it, and we're against anyone that's not for us. I don't care how famous, how rich, how pretty, how strong. Nothing matters other than, do you support the justice and fairness for Black people? You can't be in between. The day we get that way, the day the folks say, you know what, I was going to buy this Beyonce record, but she said no to reparations. I don't want any of her stuff anymore. I just hate everything. I want to post this off my wall. I'm going to call the radio station that play her records and complain. I'm just going to throw a damn hissy fit against the Black trader. You understand me?
Right.
If Nike has someone as a sponsor, a pitch person, and they don't take a stand for reparations, we threaten Nike with boycott. We'll buy stock and dump it to crash your stock price just to hurt the one Black person that you traded that you have a person. It's interesting. We'll burn a building down or we'll throw rocks, but we won't buy or dump stocks.
Right.
Fight an intelligent war. Any city mayor that doesn't support reparations, we have a recall. We want them out. In fact, you target their family. Say, have you told your cousin that they're a jackass and the trade to our people? So, I'm not coasting them. I'm telling them anyway. I'm closer than I am. Tell them that we don't like them. Right?
Right.
And come, well, what is this business? It's the Black people's business. It's all about this. If we start acting like that, and there was a football player and he said something against reparations and Black freedom, that Black folk wouldn't go to the game, or Black folks off of the stadium to not allow. That's what Jews do. They move away the Khazarians. They punish people over the smallest thing. Just on code attack someone. If we did this, we would scare the shit out of all the other coons. In reality, we don't want it. Our people don't really want freedom. What we really want to do is be rich coon slaves. Want to start off as the broke ones in the projects and the homeless shelters. We don't want real freedom. We want token access.
Yes. Token access. Where even in your access, you'll be less than subpar.
But that at least I get to be a caddy at the white country club that you can't even carry someone's bags for. This is how we think.
This is that.
We have to grow disgusted with traitors.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, their treachery, their treason activities will do nothing but ensure our oppression is in perpetuity.
And you can't hold a public office with just a black person. The same way they made people wear a star. We should make these people from other places if they don't support us. We're a C for Caribbean or A for Africa who could go like not respect them. See, that was shocking. That you better get on code. That's going to offend some people. It's not because I'm not a Pan-Africanist, it's a reciprocal Pan-African. I'm not a dumb fuck there can fight for our freedom. That's some bullshit. I'm completely against that. Quote me. I'd rather Chicago's my Congo, okay? Right?
Right.
Mississippi's my Ghana. Okay. So, and I'm not knocking Ghana, Congo. I've been both places. But I'm saying we gotta deal with this. So that's what we need. We need a movement That's why I'm talking about coon busters. And we're building to coon busters future where, like if you're a coon pastor and you never talk about Black power and Black rights and Black empowerment, and not only talk about, but have an active project that people don't go to that church and withhold money. If we had more Black mega pastors living in homeless shelters, the Black church would become one of the most dynamic entities in the diaspora. It's because we subsidize them, helping keep us oppressed. Yes. We have to cut the damn umbilical cord. We have to punish, destroy the career, cut out negative preachers and their families, destroy their legacy. Let their houses go into foreclosure with white banks take it back. It was only certain that the white bank any damn way was lifting our people up. I would rather there be no fake institutions that bamboozle and betray us, that must have a false sense of hope from those little places that pervade garbage, sellout, trash, white supremacist, sodomite friendly religion. We should be against it. In fact, if Jakes went to church on a Sunday and it was empty, he would understand he'd have to start manning up. If Creflo Dollar didn't have so many damn coons and he came in with empty.
Right. I'm just
and our own destruction. We have to get tired of helping destroy ourselves. We're addicted to suicidality of the day. And we have to, we need to create padded cells of liberation where people can't hurt themselves or destroy others like us.
Correct.
The day that we get to that level, we'll be getting in somewhere. And until we get there, we're in a lot of trouble. Are you understanding?
I am barely understanding because it's gargly, but I'm calling you on the phone, and I want you to pick up.
Let's do this tomorrow because this is annoying me.
I know it is.
If
I'll fix it.
Together, yeah, let's do this later. We can do it again. We don't have to do it tonight. Get it where it works. That way we'll be sane.
Right. Well, I thank you, Doctor, for bearing with me, man.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Be good. Night.
Good night. I am sorry, guys. I just put the system together tonight. I'm trying to get the momentum back. Maybe this was premature. But the audio, you have to agree it was brutal. Brother Derek, peace and power. We're almost at the hour mark anyhow. Just 10 more minutes. I just want to talk about what's going on as far as this coronavirus. I really sincerely believe, after talking to the gentleman I talked to today, that the coronavirus will delay the election come this year. It's going to get so catastrophic. It's going to get so weird. Justin, welcome to the show. Brother Al, man, everybody's popping up at the very end. Brother Al, welcome to the show. Listen, y'all. We're going to keep on marching down this road. We're going to keep on bringing information. Tomorrow's show is going to be hot. It's going to be off the chain. Like I said, I'm going to call Brother Ron Herb from We All Be TV. And we're going to talk about, Brother Ron is an intellectual to the 10th degree. And, guys, it's either going to be justice or just us. We have to make the decision. What will it be? So I'm just going to end the show right now. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll get all this audio stuff fixed out. I'm using a new computer, and it has some issues. I'll work it out, and I'm just going to keep on keeping on, man. So this will include TPIM SR Live for tonight. Live your life of integrity without hate, envy, or greed. And as always, brothers and sisters, please, 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 let's try to be kinder to each other. Peace and power. unity and victory, dignity and respect, liberation. I'm out.